Let's get into it. Soul Not For Sale podcast. Coach Colin here. We got something crazy that seems to be actually going to happen. We have Pam Bondi talking about the Epstein list. We have Kash Patel talking about putting foot to butt in the country ASAP. You know, day one type of thing. It was something he said after being sworn in that I'll show you. And then there's an enemies list. There's some things going on, and I'll show you this enemies list as well. But here's what she first said when asked about this by Benny Johnson. Then I'm going to move on to another clip.
Scaring bad guys is something Kash has talked about a lot, and you have when it comes to Jeffrey Epstein and the people who are like predators in this country. Yeah. They've been given a pass, and a lot of Americans think these guys have got a pass for a long time, and maybe even are still being protected right now. Where are we at with the Jeffrey Epstein list, the documents? And Kash has made a lot of public statements about this. Where are we at?
I was briefed on that yesterday. I can't talk about that publicly, but you know, President Trump has given a very strong directive, and that's going to be followed.
Wow. Okay. So
a lot of documents.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So people can expect actual movement on this. It's not just empty promises.
Oh, Donald Trump doesn't make empty promises.
Yeah, right.
I think promises made, promises kept, and that's why we're all there to carry out his directive about making America safe and prosperous.
Scaring bad guys is something Kash has talked about.
So Trump doesn't make empty promises. Seems like Kash Patel doesn't either. I will show you what Kash said recently after he was sworn in, and then I'm going to show you another clip of Pam Bondi.
Just know that I love all of you guys, President Trump's team, everybody that spoke. I mean, you guys are family. You guys are family. And, you know, we do live in the greatest country, and our best years are coming. And it's because we have President Trump, Attorney General Bondi, and all of you great Americans sitting here today. I mean, look at this room. Look at the diversity in this room. This is America, and it's not fake, and it's not manufactured. We believe in the same core mission to make this place better for our children and our future, and we're going to do that. And we are going to put foot to ass for this country. 24/7. Just know that
Man, when I heard that, I was like, whoa, what does he mean by that? I'm like, that's like an interesting little short clip. And then all of a sudden, Pam Bondi, again today, is asked about this whole thing.
You know, I saw your appearance at CPAC with Ben and with Ted Cruz. And one of the things that you alluded to, and this is something Donald Trump has talked about, the DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients. Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive by President Trump. I'm reviewing that. I'm reviewing JFK files, MLK files. That's all in the process of being reviewed because that was done at the directive of the president from all of these agencies.
So have you seen anything that you said, oh my gosh?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, we'll check back with you. You know, I saw your appearance at CPAC.
Man, so it's on her desk. She's reviewing it. So it seems like if there were steps to this whole thing, we're at one of the final steps. I mean, if she's reviewing it, I don't know what else happens from there. I guess she okays it. Here's the thing, though. You always keep a tinfoil Speedo on, okay? Even when we're talking about Trump's administration, or at least these two people, or just this situation, the fact that there has to be some kind of review. The only review I would think should be happening is this the actual list? Is it? It is? Okay, put it out there. Because it's all separate things, right? Like the MLK doesn't go along with the Epstein stuff. So why not just, is this the real list? Is this everybody? Yep. Here you go. Put it out there. I'll get to the rest of this in a second. And just move on. How much review has to go on? And in a review, what makes it, what's correct, what's wrong? What could be wrong? What could be something where you go, oh, I've reviewed this and we can't release this? Whoa, you know what I mean? Because if you're releasing it, if you're just putting it out there, then there should be nothing to review. It should just be put out there. I don't know, though. Maybe it's just protocol. Maybe it's just the way things work. As brash as Trump is, it seems like this term he's been very much doing things by the book. So it's like he's not getting revenge, but you ain't gonna have your security clearance anymore. He's not taking revenge. But listen, you're banned from all federal buildings. We don't need you there anymore, John Bolton. Go shave your mustache. It looks ridiculous. But he's doing it by the book. You know what I mean? He's doing things that make sense, right? It's not just these brash decisions just because he wants it to be that way. We're cutting off all your federal funding, Maine, but it's because you're ignoring an executive order that I just put through. That's the way it goes. And we'll just do it out in court. I'm not gonna get mean with you. I'm not gonna get mean. I'm not gonna get loud. I don't need to do that. I'll see you in court. Peacefully and patriotically, I'll see you in court. Anyway, Benny Johnson released this. He says Kash Patel just showed us his enemy list. Game over. And can I just say right here, Benny Johnson looks huge. I could have swear, I don't know why I thought this. I thought Benny Johnson was like 5'8". Did anybody else think that? The man looks like he's 6'2". Jim Jordan's not short, right? Benny Johnson looking big, man, I gotta say. But when I first saw this post, I was like, oh, okay, this is Benny Johnson. He's just, maybe it's a little hyperbole. I don't know. I'm like, there's no enemy list, though. But then all of a sudden, people are like, there's an enemy list. And I'm like, what do you mean there's an enemy list? So apparently, in his book, and I'm sorry that I haven't read it, Kash Patel does have a book called Government Gangsters. So apparently in this book, he had a list of people that if he was in a position, he would say these people need to be targeted for investigation. Not targeted, but investigated based on everything that he knows working in the intel community. So let me try and just show you some of this. Oh, I can't show you like that. Damn. I'm just going to read these names to you. I got to be honest with you. I see Lloyd Austin, Michael Atkinson, Brian Aunton, James Baker, Bill Barr, John Bolton, Stephen Boyd, Joe Biden, John Brennan, John Carlin, Eric Sierra Lamani. There's another page of people here. Pat Clipione, James Clapper, Hillary Clinton, James Comey, Elizabeth Dibble, Mark Asper, Elisa Farah, Evelyn Farkas, Sarah Flores, Marlik Garland. Oh, interesting. and that's obvious. That's an obvious one in my opinion. Stephanie Grisham, Kamala Harris, Gina Haspel, Fiona Hill, Curtis Heidi, Eric Holder, Robert Herr, Cassidy Hutchinson, Nina, is that Wojcinski? No. Jan Kowitz. Anyway, I'll just say her title: former executive director of Disinformation Governance Board in the Biden administration. Loretta Lynch, Charles Kupperman, Kenneth McKenzie, more. And there's another page. Like, this is nuts. Andrew McCabe, Ryan McCarthy, Mary McCord, Dennis. There's so many people. Mark Milley, of course. Lisa Monaco, Sally Mayor, Robert Mueller, of course, Bruce Orr, Nellie Orr, Lisa Page, John Patel. Whoa, I don't even want to say that name. John Patel. Samantha Power, of course, Susan Rice, Rod Rosenstein, Jake Sullivan. Let's go here. Michael Sussman, Miles Taylor, Timothy Talbot, Andrew Wiseman, Alexander Vindyman, I don't know, Christopher Wray, of course, and Sally Yates. So these are all people that he said in his book, and I'll read it here because this person kind of semi-quote paraphrased it. It was hard for me to find a list of people Kash Patel included in his book, Government Gangsters, deep state officials who need to be looked at. So here it is in one place. So that's the list, apparently. I have no idea what he's going to be doing with this list, if he's going to be pursuing these people, but he is said to have a list, and that's it. You know, he's also said that he wanted a list released day one. He also said that who did he mention? Adam Schiff needs to be investigated. These are all things that were pipe dreams to him beforehand, and he now is in a position to do that. So is he going to do it? I think if it's in line with President Trump's agenda, which many of those names will be, then I think he will do it. I don't know, man. This is wild. I didn't realize that Pam Bondi and Kash Patel would be such a tag team. I really pictured it. When I heard about Pam, I was like, Pam, like, okay, whatever. Attorney General. But now I'm starting to see like, oh, they come together. They don't play around. They're going to be very much a tag team on this whole thing. So, I can't wait to see what happens with this whole thing. I mean, it goes back to the question I've been asking it on and off the whole time. Are people going to go to jail? I mean, wish jail on nobody, but my smile stays. Or is somebody going to go to jail? That's going to be wild. You know how wild it is that they wanted to put Trump in jail for, what was it, like 400 years or something like that if he was convicted on everything? And then what ends up happening is that he gets in office and then those people go to jail. That would be crazy. Oh my gosh. But like President Trump said, in America, the impossible is what we do best. Solid quote. Such a solid quote. Man, that quote's going to go down in history, I have to say. Anyways, guys, like, subscribe, turn on the notifications. Helps the channel tremendously. Other than that, I am out.